What's up, everyone? So, just want to do a little 2 weeks update of my TRT experience. So just a brief intro. I started on TRT, which means Testosterone Replacement Therapy, 3 weeks ago because I was found to have low testosterone, not hypogonadal, but I'm just in the low range, meaning to say I fall within the range of testosterone, within the normal range of 300 to 1,000, but my level was at 400, which was on the lower end of the range. So having done that shot of Nebido, which was a total of 4 ml, essentially it was 2 jabs in each of my butt cheeks, left and right. I have had some improvements in my emotional and physical well-being. And so today I just want to share with you what are the effects that I have experienced these past 2-3 weeks. Overall, I think I have gained positive improvements. I definitely feel more motivated, more energized every morning. And I think I experienced that peak towards the end of my second week. So now I'm already close to the end of the third week, right? Towards the end of the second week, I felt almost like the best I've ever been. In terms of motivation, in terms of the mood, I felt wonderful. I did not feel irritable. I did not feel emo. I was just excited with life. And I think that's what testosterone does in some ways. And also in terms of motivation, it made effort feel wonderful. Waking up early in the morning to go to gym at 5:30 a.m. felt enjoyable. It's insane, right? I would never have thought that. To do my workout sets, pushing a bench press of 105 kg for 10 reps, it felt great. I just never had that kind of drive before. So I'm going to share with you all the areas of improvements that I've had, mainly in the areas of, firstly, sexual, then secondly, in the physical aspects of my improvements, and then thirdly will be the lifestyle areas. So for me, I think a big improvement was my sex drive. Having had prior to TRT, my sex drive was kind of on the low end. It took a lot of stimulation before I actually become sexual or become horny in a sense. So having been on TRT now, I feel like I am more easily horny, and I do become I do have more urge to ejaculate. So just being open here. And in terms of erectile function, I do notice that morning wood has become more frequent. From in the past, I would say I never really had morning erections, morning wood, but now I would get it more than half the time. Meaning to say, maybe 4 out of 7 days in the week, I would have morning erection, and that feels good. Like, it makes me feel young again. So these are the sexual areas that I feel were improved. Definitely gave me a big confidence boost because, I've never felt so, I never felt like that for many years. So in the physical strength area, I would say there were just slight improvements, because I've also been very disciplined in my gym and workout and fitness. So I think the improvements I make in terms of fitness are not substantial because I've already pushed myself quite far. Overall, I noticed that there was like a 5 to 10% improvement in terms of my barbell lifts. So movements like bench press, because overall all my exercises are 4 sets of 10 reps. And for my bench press, I managed to increase the weight from 100 to 105 kg. For my shoulder press, which some people call it the military press, I increased from 60 to 65 kg. Then for back, bent over barbell rows, I do from 80 to 85 kg. And squats, I've managed to increase from 80 to 90 kg, which is quite impressive from my personal standards. But I would say it's not the best, because I do see guys in the gym who do much better than me. Yeah. So one thing I noticed for myself within this past 3 weeks was that within a span of 3 weeks, I had several tendon/ligament strains, which was kind of weird because I don't really get that at all. But within the past 3 weeks, I had 3. It could be that my muscles were, growing more rapidly, and so the tendons were straining to catch up. But I don't know. It could be coincidence or what. But in the span of 3 weeks, I had back pain, my lower back, after doing my bent over rows. I had a thumb strain after holding a barbell while doing squats. God knows why that happened. And then, and the last one is funny, right? Because I was I got so horny that I had to get one out. So I was nutting myself. And then while I was like coming, it was so intense that I just strained my neck because I was flexing all throughout my body, and then my neck started hurting and it started spasming. Can you imagine how that whole experience must have been? But it was quite funny. Yeah, I mean, it's also because I'm practicing this whole no fap, no porn thing together with TRT. So it's really been a boost in my sexual libido boost. I think I definitely feel more controlled, not as flat as the past in terms of my horniness, and with my reduced urge to come every day, I feel much better in controlling myself. And with that discipline, I think I could have much better sex when it's needed. Sorry. So coming to muscle mass, in terms of my weight, I am still at the same weight. I weighed myself in the beginning at 89 kg. I'm still wavering around that weight, 90 to 91, but sometimes I'll drop back to 89. I think it's a change in body composition rather than any weight increments. Yeah. And regarding sweating at the gym, right now I sweat tons more, even when I'm just doing simple exercises. Whatever exercise, I will be sweating like mad. And I think that's a big change. Like, I've never sweat this much before. And with this much sweat, it also means that I have more body odor now. So I think that's just the nature of having more testosterone in the body. So yeah, I do embrace that though, because I do kind of like my own smell. It's kind of weird, but I do enjoy having a more musky scent. rather than being I don't know. I just think that it's nice to have a manly odor. It's kind of weird, but yeah. So in terms of because I sweat so much, right? So in terms of my thirst, I ensure that I drink as much water as possible because I don't want to get dehydrated. So I keep on flushing myself with water. I make sure that I drink 4 to 6 bottles of water each day. My bottle is 600 ml. So I think in the past I would just drink 1 to 3 bottles a day. But yeah, definitely been drinking more water now. So people have said that they have experienced acne and water retention while they are on testosterone. For me, I think it's still quite early to say. I don't have any of these observations. Maybe it's still too early to say, but I don't know. So to the lifestyle factors, firstly would be the appetite. Now that I'm on TRT, my appetite is huge. So when the hunger hits, I can really feel the urge to eat. In the past, I would say, I'll eat 2 meals in a day for lunch and then 2 portions for lunch and then maybe I'll have a snack, But now it's different. Now I'll eat 2 portions for lunch. I'll get hungry again at 2 hours later. I need a midday meal, and then dinner time I'll eat 2 portions. The thing is, I completely lost the urge for sugary foods as well. I don't know is it because of testosterone, but I don't crave for sugary. Sorry, I don't crave for sugar, sweets, processed foods. The kind of food that I crave for now are like proteins, eggs, and I want to eat a lot of those. So I think in a way it's benefiting me because it's healthier diet and all that. Yeah. So next, moving on would be sleep. So I would say my sleep has improved. I've also in the meantime invested on a air purifier, so that kind of helps with better air quality while I sleep. But I do think that I sleep more deeply. I don't have middle of the night wake ups where I start to sneeze or wake up with for no reason. I tend to have deeper sleep and I can have complete 7 hours to 8 hours of sleep without interruption. And the next point would be mental clarity, alertness, and mood. So I think people always say that they have this brain fog where it's hard for you to think things clearly when you're processing, thoughts. It's hard to get ideas. I think this has definitely improved for me. I'm more awake in the morning hours. I feel clearer in my thoughts. And I think somehow my vision feels sharper across my whole vision. In the past, I would say the amount of focus in my vision was just narrower. It's hard to describe how this feels like, right? But yeah, and colors are more vibrant. I don't know, is it just me or what? But things feels brighter. And that also means like my mood's better. Not as much negative thoughts, right? When I have, certain negative issues that can come to mind, or like, I get triggered thoughts, with people. These tend not to affect me as much as it anymore. I become, more calm. And I think that's very helpful for me. With better mood, I also have more energy. I have good energy that will last me through the day. So, and I think it's also important that I expend use up these energy so that I can sleep well. Because I feel that with testosterone, it makes me want to move, makes me have more energy, and I have to burn it off. If not, it'll make me feel slightly more irritable, which has not been the case for me. So that's good. And I don't think I've had any stress or anxiety issues, which are great because I think the past 6 months before I started TRT, I was going through some stuff, and somehow coincidentally, this past month, things have been great. So I'm really grateful. Yeah, and just wanted to add, within the last week, so I would say between week 3 to week 4, there was a day, this was just 3 days ago, right, that I suddenly became really tired and restless. And I wasn't sure why. Like, I thought everything's supposed to be okay. And one possible reason I thought could be that the testosterone was running out, because like the half-life and all that. So I thought my testosterone levels were dropping to the low end. But it's kind of odd because the half-life of the Nebido jab is supposed to last me at least 6 weeks. So I'm just only on my 3rd week, and I felt that. So I thought, what could be the case? And so that day I was sleeping. I was so restless. I literally slept the whole day. Then I analyzed my habit throughout the day, and I realized I did not drink coffee. And the very next day, I was tired in the morning still. And going to the gym was really tough because I just had no mood to go. I felt so heavy. And then somehow, surprisingly, after I got myself a full cup of black coffee, which I normally do every day, so I drink 2 to 3 cups of coffee every day, suddenly things just cleared up and I felt great again. So just a pointer I just wanted to add was that it's not always TRT that is affecting you. It could be the other lifestyle aspects that could be affecting you. So for me, it was the coffee that was causing such a drastic change in my mood, even though I was on testosterone replacement. So yeah, I'm excited to see how these effects would change over time, and I'm excited to continue on with this. So I'll keep you guys updated, and yeah, see you.